Hello everyone, what time is it? Oh yes, it's time to present another one of my watches. So hello and welcome to all of you to Games and Watches, my YouTube channel. And for a while now I will upload a new video every Sunday in which I'll present you one of my watches. Now they're not very expensive watches, they're just random watches. You'll see some of them are in the region of very few pounds and the others in the region of a few £100, but nonetheless let's talk today about this Seiko 5, which it happened to be on my wrist when I decided to make a new video today. As you can see on the date, well, the hour mark is right there, so but nonetheless it's a Sunday, 14th of November, so everything is in there. But as we will talk, I will mess about a bit with the hour. I will adjust it and you'll be able to see how the date looks as well. But before I start everything, guys, I would like to express a massive thank you to every single one of you out there who visited my channel in the past, and whoever is visiting the channel now, watching my videos, commenting, liking, or subscribing to the channel. So thank you so much, guys. Now let's talk watches. So Seiko, let me talk about Seiko first before I go into detail about this particular watch. So Seiko watches, a company founded in 1881, quite old. So a company that has been on the market for quite a while now, which means they know pretty much what they're doing, and they do a hell of a job with the watches. At least they do own, I think, Epson as well, which is an electronics company. They do mostly well known for printers, but they do well other stuff as well. So Seiko, founded in 1881, Japanese watchmaker, founded by a guy called Kintaro Hattori. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but that's how I think it is. Kintaro Hattori. So he started as an apprentice. He was working at a very young age for some local watchmakers, and he really liked what he was doing, I suppose, and he decided to found his own company, and he did a very good job, since there are now 140 years of tradition, and Seiko still standing, and they are very strong on the market, having a lot of watches, a lot of good watches out there, with millions and millions of customers worldwide. To talk a bit about remarkable, moments in the history of Seiko watches, I must say that in 1969 they developed the first quartz production watches. So I think there were other quartz watches on the market or developed, but they weren't in mass produced. So Seiko, with the line Astro in 1969, they mass produced quartz watches. So Seiko's got a very strong line of quartz watches out there, not just automatic. This one's an automatic 17 jewel, so the very basic model they started with, making those automatic movements. Yeah, so that was one of the key points. Another one would be in 1980 they started to reshape somehow and also rename their their quartz watches by introducing a automatic quartz watch, very well known today as the Kinetic watches. So they transform the kinetic energy from the movement of the watch into a tiny battery as well that stores the power. So hence there is some sort of a hybrid out there. Very good watches. I have owned one, but unfortunately I sold the watch before making a video with it, so silly me. But I'll probably end up having another one, so I'm gonna make another video about them. It was I think it was a 40 years old watch, still running very nicely, so nothing to complain about. Very classy watch. Say, what else can I add about Seiko? Say Subbrands, if you guys are not aware, Seiko owns also the Pulsar, the Lorus, and the Alba watches out there. So if you ever see one of those, bear in mind they are made by Seiko, so do buy it. If they are the cheaper line, so quite affordable, but nonetheless very good watches, knowing they're made by Seiko. Another thing I wanted to add in there, about this Pulsar and Lorus watches, they are very common on the Western markets. And also another thing to add would be that Seiko movements are made in Japan, but also they have factories in Malaysia and a few other countries as well. I think I might be wrong, so guys, please do stand me corrected. If any of the information I'm gonna share in these videos with you guys are wrong, please do drop me a message or a comment or anything like that saying, oh hey, you are wrong with some of the information that you are mentioning in the videos. I'll be happy to take a note and revise my videos accordingly. So I think only the very high end, which is the Grand Seiko, is made in Japan now. The movements, the full in-house movements of the watches, that would be for the Grand Seiko watches, which are the luxury line from Seiko. Because I think you are all aware that Seiko's got a few lines of watches out there. Seiko 5, Seiko Prospect, Seiko Paddy, Seiko Grand Seiko, Seiko Presage. There are quite a few of them out there. Presage, very, very elegant, I must say. I will definitely buy one of them in the future. And now let's talk about the Seiko 5 line, because this is what I have in this video, a Seiko 5. I think this one is from the 80s, but I might be wrong, maybe 90s as well. So Seiko 5 is one of the Seiko lines. Since 1960, they are producing Seiko 5s. They have 5 main criteria by which you can recognize a Seiko 5 watch, and Seiko is respecting. It's like a Bible for Seiko 5 watches. So how you can distinguish a Seiko 5 watch is by this. It has to have an automatic movement. It has to have a day and date indicator on the dial, which you can see in this one. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, but in there at 3 o'clock, there is missing the mark. So someone's been messing about with this watch. I purchased it secondhand, so I was quite happy with the price. I didn't really mind about that missing bit in there. It's not that visible. So yeah, it has to have a day-date feature on the dial. It has to have a decent water resistance. So by that, I would assume in the past it was 30 meters when they first started, like 30 meters, 3 bars. 3 atmospheres back in the day, but now I think the minimum that they make is 50 or even 100. I might be wrong in there. Water resistance. Another thing would be it has to have a crown at 4 o'clock. So on Seiko 5 line, the crown would be at 4 o'clock, as you can see in this one. So let me show you as well how the date looks like. There we go, Sunday the 14th, and you can adjust the date as well. So crown at 4 o'clock, and it has to have a durable case and bracelet, which Seiko hasn't failed with. They are very durable watches. As I said, this one must be about 40 years old, still going strong. I'm not sure, I didn't really wear it for that long, but I think in a matter of a couple of days it just runs perfectly, so I don't need to readjust it over 48 hours. but most definitely it would be longer than that. I just didn't test it for longer. Obviously you have a number in there on the back, on the back case. I'm not gonna open this one to show you guys how it looks inside. There are other guys out there more skillful and better into providing you with information in regards to the movement inside the watch and other mechanical features that the watch may face. So for me, it's just a presentation and impressions, a bit of information about the manufacturers and stuff like that. So to end this video with, I must say, I'm really enjoying my Seiko watches. They are very reliable watches. Nothing to complain about in there. They are good looking watches as well. Bear in mind this one is, as I said, so many years old. So the clasp in here, I'm gonna show you how to put that one on as well, because this one it's with two safety thingies. So first you'd put this over the bar, you'd close it, and then you have another one on top just as a double safety feature in there. That's how it looks like on my hand. Very nice, not too big. I've got a small wrist, so this is pretty much ideal for my wrist, but I don't really like small dial watches, small case. I prefer something bigger, but again, I do like plenty of watches, so I would be wearing from the tiniest 30 millimeters out there to a maximum, I would say, of 45 millimeters case. I wouldn't go bigger than that, because that's gonna be bigger than my wrist, and that's gonna look bad. So bottom line, brilliant watches, Seiko. Thank you for making watches, and thank you to every single one of you out there, guys, who had the patience to watch this video or scroll through. Please do drop me a message or a comment or a like, or subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it. Please please check my other videos as well. There are quite a few on the channel now. And I will be making, and as I promised, there will be a new upload every Sunday from now until at least the end of the year. A new watch will be presented on a Sunday. Videos will go live. I just don't know yet. I do live somewhere in England. I haven't decided yet on what time zone to upload the videos, but nonetheless it's gonna be at some point every Sunday, because I think most of the viewers are coming from the US, so I might be going with the US time zone on a Sunday evening. So when everybody is just at home a bit bored, getting ready for work or whatever they would do on a Wednesday, on a Monday. It's not Wednesday after Sunday. Yeah, so on a Sunday evening US time, I think that's gonna be a new upload, so you guys can waste another 10 minutes watching one of those videos of mine talking about watches. So thank you for watching once again, guys. I wish you all a nice evening, a nice rest of the Sunday. Enjoy your time wherever you would be in the world, and we'll keep in touch.